meteorologist Brian Davis and your Storm Team 2 forecast.
And it looks like some 40s this weekend, so maybe not a bad day to be out on the bike. Let's check out that forecast this evening. 31 at 7 o'clock, looking for 27 at 9 p.m., 26 at 11. We'll actually see some breaks in the clouds, but getting colder through the evening. And then tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, a 24-degree reading, 32 at noon and 35 at 5 o'clock. We'll have that chance, especially past 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, of a little bit of light, wintry mix, maybe a little light freezing rain or a little bit of sleet coming up into parts of the Miami Valley may create a few slick spots for your morning commute. And because of that, we do have that winter weather advisory in effect we were talking about. We'll find lows tonight, low 20s northern Miami Valley, mid 20s down here in the Dayton area to the upper 20s to near 30 as you head south towards Cincinnati. We've seen some breaks in the clouds tonight, and as we moved through the sunset hour, you'll notice some of those breaks in the clouds there before it became dark. At least the rain and the sleet and the snow, any kind of frozen precipitation has moved away from our area, now in the south central part of the state and moving away, but back to the west, a little more moisture showing up over southern Illinois and back towards St. Louis. This will head northeastward and eventually bring us that chance for some of that light wintry mix here late tonight. We have some very shallow cold air that's pushing in underneath all that warm air that was over us over the weekend, so that's why you get some melting there, some liquid, and then that moves into the colder layer at the surface below freezing, and the rain freezes on contact, or if it freezes before contact, you even get a little bit of sleet. Our future track forecast tonight showing dry weather through the evening, but then you can see some of those patches of purple there, magenta, whatever you want to call it, showing up, and that could create some of those icy patches here come tomorrow morning. That will swing on eastward, and into the afternoon should start to cut off, and also better chance of being liquid as we head into the early afternoon hours. 54 our high today. That was right after midnight, though. As of last check, 33 our low for the day, but we've been steadily coming down. And right now, with partly to mostly cloudy skies, we're down at the freezing mark now. North-northeast wind at 10 with a wind chill factor 24. Pretty healthy barometer there. A very strong area of high pressure building in. 32 the temperature up in Springfield tonight. Wind currently out of the southwest at 3 miles an hour. Peak wind gust today at 23. Notice the temperatures up north freezing at Sidney and Bradford. Scott Biesecker there. Lowell, Miller, and Greenville's down to 29. David Wessler, New Paris at 30. And then as we head south towards Kettering, Barbara Richards looking at a 34-degree temperature. Our forecast tonight, mostly cloudy and cold. Could see some of that late night wintry mix move in. Overnight low 24, and that wintry mix will be possible in the morning. Now, the most likely areas will be from the Dayton, Springfield area and points on southward. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, chilly going into the afternoon as that precipitation moves out. 28 at 10 o'clock. Watch for some of the icy patches early day. 32 degrees at noon, maybe even some breaks in the clouds again late day. Your Storm Team 2 7-day forecast will be around 42 on Wednesday. Looks like daytime highs on Thursday, up to 40 after a morning low of 26. A pretty good chance of showers Friday, maybe an early morning shower Saturday, but after that, some milder temperatures for the weekend. Should be back into the upper 40s by the time we get to Sunday. So if you didn't get the Christmas lights up this weekend, maybe next weekend.
Yeah, just a brief cool down. We'll be back up in the 40s.
Right, but you want to stay tuned tomorrow morning.
Right.
You know, 2 News today, starting at 4:30, will have the latest if there's any
it could
ice
be
around.
slick in the morning. All right,
Yeah.
Brent, thank you.